Hello friends, welcome back. So, you all know myself Rishabh, and today I have come up with a topic that is filled with mysteries and facts about the solar system. And also in this class, we are going to get to know about our neighboring planets and galaxies. Why wait? Let's go. So, you're watching Rishabh Views. Now, we shall start. We all might have learned like planets like Mercury. Next, we shall move on in order like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and so on. But we are going to learn more and understand more than what we learned. Now, we shall start from our sun. So, the sun. The Earth is the most important spot in the solar system? No. The sun is the real star of the show. Literally. The closest star to Earth, it's the source of all the heat and light that makes the flowers bloom and the roosters wake up us in the morning. And life wouldn't be existing without that. It's also the center of our solar system and far by its largest object. More than millions of Earth could fit inside it. Our star's enormous gravity grips the planet, dwarf planets, asteroid planets, and even comets, keeping them spinning into deep space. Put simply, we wouldn't have a solar system without the sun. Despite its importance in the grand scheme of things, the sun isn't unique or particularly complex. It's average in size, middle age, and compared to the billions of other stars in our solar system or galaxy. Sorry, it's galaxy. And although the sun accounts 99.86% of the total mass of the solar system, it's really just a big ball of gas. The procedure called nuclear fission converts hydrogen into helium deep inside the sun's core, where temperatures hit a balmy 18 million degrees. Okay, next, that is also can be called as 15.7 million degrees Celsius. Fusion creates energy that travels to the sun's surface in a journey that lasts for millions of years. The core will not run out of hydrogen gas eventually, which will put off the end on our fun for the sun. But fear not, the day won't come for at least the next 5 billion years. Okay, you can stay now without stress. Did you know facts about sun? It takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds for light to reach from the sun to the earth. And one tip for you people, never look directly at the sun. That may hurt your eyesight and affect your eyesight too. The light from the next closest stellar neighbor, that is Proxima Centauri, takes more than 4 years to reach Earth. Here it just takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds, but from that place it takes 4 years to reach Earth. And one thing, light takes 3 lakh kilometers per second. That's the speed of light. It is also considered as the fastest thing in the universe. Even at that speed, it takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds for light to come to Earth. Okay. Next, the sun creates a weather in space. A stream charged particles called solar winds. Sometimes these particles erupt from sunspots, cooler regions of the sun's surface, as solar flares that can knock out the power on Earth. Okay. Next, now a glance and a small paragraph about the sun. The sun is a star, a hot ball of glowing gases, and the heart of our solar system. Its influence extends far beyond orbits of distant Neptune and Pluto. Without the sun's intense energy and heat, there would be no life on Earth. Okay. And now moving on to the first planet, that is Mercury. Okay. So, as you all know, Mercury is the first planet of the solar system. Mercury is the first and the smallest planet in the solar system and closest to the sun also. Its orbit around the sun takes 87.97 Earth days and the shortest of all sun's planets. Sun's planets meaning all the planets of the solar system. It is named after the Roman god Mercurius, god of commerce, messenger of gods, and mediator between God and mortals, corresponding to the Greek god Hermes. Now, Mercury rotates in a way that is unique in the solar system. It is tightly locked with the Sun in a 3.2 spin orbit resonance, meaning that will relatively rotates its axis exactly 3 times for every 2 revolutions it makes around the Sun. As seen from the Sun in the frame of reference that rotates with the orbital motion, it appears to rotate only once every 2 Mercurian years. An observer on Mercury would therefore see only one day every 2 Mercurian years. Okay. Now, Mercury's axis has the smallest tilt of any solar system's planets, about 1/30th of a degree. Its orbital eccentricity is the largest of all known planets in the solar system. At perihelion, Mercury's distance from the Sun is about only 2/3 or 66% of its distance at aphelion. Mercury's surface appears to be heavily cratered and similar like appearances on the Moon, indicating that it has geologically inactive for billions of years. Having no atmosphere to retain heat, it has surface that is very diurnally more on any other planet of the solar system, ranging from 100,000, that is minus 173 degrees Celsius to minus 280 degrees Fahrenheit. That is the temperature during night, and during morning it can reach up to very high 427 degrees Celsius, that is 800 degrees Fahrenheit. During the day across the equatorial regions. The polar regions, so the polar regions are minus 136 degrees Fahrenheit, that means minus 93 degrees Celsius. The planet has no other natural satellites. 2 spacecrafts have already visited Mercury. Mariner 10 flew in 1974 and 1975, and Messenger, launched in 2004, orbited Mercury over 4,000 times in 4 years, that is 1,000 times per year, before exhausting its fuel and crashing into the planet's surface on April 30, 2015. The BP Columbus spacecraft is planned to arrive at Mercury in 2025. Cool Mercury facts. Mercury is also the closest planet to the Sun. Mercury is also the smallest planet in the solar system. Mercury is not only the smallest planet, but it is shrinking. This is a very cool fact, that not the smallest planet, it's also shrinking. Mercury has the most craters of the solar system. Next, the biggest crater of Mercury could fit into Western Europe. Now, another interesting fact about Mercury is that it rains metal and glass on Mercury. Okay, so now we know about Mercury. So now we can move. Oh, it's already on a screen, I see. Yes, Venus. It also contains a volcano that is the same size of Mount Everest on Earth. Named after the Roman goddess of beauty, Venus is known for its exceptional brightness. Find out about the volcanoes that dot Venus' surface, the storms, the rage in its atmosphere, and the surprising feature of that makes the Venus outshine every planet or star in the night sky. The first spacecraft to set mechanical feet on its plane landed on Venus in 1960 or 1970s. Former Soviet Union Venera probes plunged into the planet's punishing atmosphere with a handful sending back its rocky surface. In December 1970, for instance, the Venera 8 lander transmitted across the atmospheric data for more than 50 minutes in its turbulent touchdown. These early missions provide an early lesson that Venus is like a massive pressure cooker. If you're just gonna land there and stay for like 5 minutes, it's gonna crush you like a massive pressure cooker. That much pressure will be given there. So although the planet is second closest planet to the Sun, it is by farthest than the hottest 8 worlds in our solar system. Its thick atmosphere made of carbon dioxide and clouds of sulfuric acid, which traps the Sun's heat and creates a runway called greenhouse effect. And the Venus is the only planet named after a female figure. It is a celestial oddball. Though its rocks are shaded in grey, its atmosphere imparts an eerie orange glow to landscape. Together with Mercury, it's one of the few planets that are solar system without a moon. And like Uranus, it turns on its axis upside down to the rest of our celestial family. Due to this retrograde rotation, if we are standing on Venus, the sun could rise in the west and set in the east. This is a kind of thing that it rises in the west and sets in the east. But don't count on Cassini how many Venusian sunsets. The planet turns stunningly slow. A single day there takes 243 Earth days, longer than a Venusian year, which lasts for 225 Earth days. So, by this we can understand that one revolution around the sun is faster than one rotation. And because the planets rotates in opposite direction, 117 Earth days pass by each sunrise and sunset. And do you know it rains on the planet that contains sulfuric acid? It rains sulfuric acid there. And the smell that sulfuric acid has, it's bad than rotten eggs. Okay, now we shall come to our mother planet, home planet, whatever you call it, Earth. Earth, our home planet, is a world unlikely any other. The third planet from the sun. Earth is the only place in the known universe to confirm to host life. With a radius of 3,959 miles, Earth is the fifth largest planet to our solar system and is the only one known to have liquid water on its surface. Alien worlds may be with rage, with mystic and promise, but the orb we call home, planet Earth, has all the makings for a jaw-dropping blockbuster movie. From the drama of the explosive volcanoes to the past meteor crashes and catastrophic collisions between rocky plates, seeming fantasy of the ocean's deep abysses swirling with odd life, and the tales of coldest, hottest, deepest, highest, and all other extreme spots. Researchers calculate the age of Earth by dating both old rocks on the planet and meteorites that have been discovered to Earth. Meteorites and Earth formed at the same time when the solar system was forming. Their findings is that Earth is about 4.54 billion years old. Okay. Now, as you can see the photo you're seeing on your screen, that this is the oldest rock at Nuvvuagittuq Belt on the coast of Hudson Bay in North Quebec, dating back 4.28 billion years ago. Facts you might have no idea of. Vantablack is the darkest substance in the universe. Next, the Blue Angel Sea Slug looks like an alien from a different planet, but it's our own planet's animal. Next, Aerogel looks like a slice of cloud. Next, also different trees like rainbow eucalyptus have candy colored bark. It's not eatable, but it looks like that. So tasty, like yummy to eat. Now we quest to our last planet, Mars. The rusty world is full of mysteries and some of solar system's most extreme geology. Learn more about Earth's smaller, colder neighbor. The red planet Mars is named after the god of war and has long been an omen in the night sky. And it's in its own way, the planet's rusty red surface tells a story of destruction billions of years ago. The fourth planet from the sun could have been mistaken for Earth's smaller twin, with liquid water on its surface, and maybe even life. Now, the world is cold, with a barren desert and a few signs of liquid water. But after decades of study, using orbiters, landers and rovers, scientists have revealed that Mars is a dynamic wind-blown landscape, just maybe harbor microbial life beneath its surface even today. Now, longer year and shifting regions of Mars. With the radius of 2,106 miles, Mars is the seventh largest planet in our solar system, about half the diameter of Earth. Its surface gravity is 37.5% of Earth. Okay. Now, Mars rotates on its axis every 24.6 Earth hours, defining the length of a Martian day, which is called as a sol. short for solar day. March axis of rotation is tilted 25.2 degrees relative to the plane of the planet's orbit of the Sun, which helps give Mars seasons similar to those on Earth. Whichever hemisphere is tilted closer to the Sun experiences spring and summer, and whichever is tilted away from the Sun gets fall and winter. At the specific moment of the year called equinoxes, both hemispheres receive equal illumination. Okay. Now, but for several reasons, seasons on Mars are different from those on Earth. For one, Mars is on average about 50% farther than from Sun. Means from Earth to Sun, that is 50% far away than the distance from Earth to Sun. Okay, this means Mars takes a longer to complete a single orbit, stretching out its year with the length of its seasons. On the Mars, a year lasts 669.6 sols or 687 Earth days, and an individual season that can last up to 199 Earth days. Okay, the angle of Mars axis also changes much often like the Earth, which led to the swings of Martian climate on time scales from thousands and millions of years. In addition, Mars' orbit is less circular than Earth's, which means the orbital velocity varies more over the course of a Martian year. Thus, the annual variation affects the timing of the red solstice and equinoxes. On the Mars, the north hemisphere's spring and summer are longer than the fall and winter. There's another complicating fact. Mars has a far thinner atmosphere than of Earth's. Okay, so I hope you all understood something from today's class. So that's it. Just today I'm going to speak about inner planets, and just click on the subscribe button and press on the bell icon to get to know about part 2 and further videos. If you learned something today, don't forget to give this video a like, and don't forget this to share with others, and don't forget to hit the subscribe bell. So I'll see you next week with part 2. See you. Goodbye.